text, one, conversation away. So,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, how y'all doing? My name is JAlan. I would like to welcome y'all to the Supper Club. This is a conversation with a bunch of individuals where we'll be talking about real world issues that's going on in Memphis and also things that are going on in the world, period. Alright, on this episode of the Supper Club, we'll be talking about an issue that's come up in the Memphis City area. One individual posted one comment that went Memphis viral, over 1,000 comments, a couple of likes, a whole lot of dislikes. But we will be talking about him, the motivation behind the post itself, and also some of the issues that are around the post that we in this city and in the world also face. So thank you for tuning in, and I want y'all to really listen and also keep an open mind, because what he said actually had a shred of truth to it. Mr. Stephen Chillis made a post that everybody had something to say, a comment about, over 1,000 comments, not even made public. Stephen Chillis, do me a favor. If you have your phone ready, I need you to verbatim state what you post, and then we'll get into the motivation and everything about it a little bit later.
All right. Well, simple. No man worth his salt wants a fat woman. Now, when you make your jokes about hair loss, little Johnson's, height, skin color, and whatever other defense mechanism, you got to not hear this raw truth. Just understand you still fat, and that's your problem. Put the chicken down and go running so you can pull that 6'4" brother that you think you should have.
Now I want to call it 20-second timeout, which is something that you will hear me say a bunch of times. 20-second timeout is my thing. You know what I'm saying? So 20-second timeout. Yeah. One thing I want to ask is, what was the motivation behind that post? Because I do also notice that was something that was made at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what was the motivation? What had happened?
Honest to God, man, I had left Ralph's or whatever, which is close. Came home. I was reading through a person who really does go viral with me because all the time, L Mac, good brother of the frat. And I was just reading some stuff talking about the difference at female seat in a man that's 6 feet to 5'11". Now, I'm not 5'11" nor 6 feet or whatever, but the fact that I was reading some of these women's comments, I'm like, it makes no sense that you really do feel that way about that inch of a height? Alright, cool. So I was just reading it. It made me think, you know what, let me go ahead and say something that needs to be said. Some just real stuff. No dude that really thinks he is worth anything with any type of confidence wants what he thinks is a fat woman. Now, I don't know why the thing blew up, because at the end of the day, everybody's fat's different. I know what my fat is, more good than butt, you know what I'm saying, bad shape, you know what I'm saying, no waistline, you know what I'm saying, of course, being obese or heavy, that's my fat. So maybe if I would have described it, it wouldn't have blew up, and it just would have been something that was said at 3 o'clock in the morning. But it is what it is. Nope. If I think a girl fat, even though I may have bust on a fat girl before, well, I'm not going to say I haven't, but I'm not going to make her the champion. I'm not going to make her my representative. Never. And I think most men, I'm going to say, man, 90% of dudes, 9 out of 10 dudes feel the same way.
Now, one thing that I will say about what you said, I went to the gym that morning. You know what I'm saying? So before anybody goes to the gym, you gotta just get your stuff right. You know what I'm saying? So you grab your phone, go through your thing. So I grab the phone, I scroll through Facebook, I see the post, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I started to put on the comments like, bruh, I see what you're trying to say. But as a fellow short dude, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna sound like some short dude bitter shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? I started to put that, but I said, nah, put your compression pants on. Put your shorts on. Go ahead, head out the door and go ahead and go to the gym. And that's what I did, regrettably. Because I was like, bro, I understand it. What you're really trying to say is, look, this is how I feel. What you're trying to say is some of the stuff that men are critiqued on is stuff that's God-given. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about height, talk about hair loss. So we don't have anything to do with how that happens. You know what I'm saying? By the time you, 14, 15, that's your height. You can't do shit about that. You know what I'm saying? Your hair loss, that's genetic. You know, but at the end of the day, your weight is something you can control. So I understood what you were trying to say, but it's damn near no way to say that shit in a palatable way. Via text or via, you know what I'm saying, anything dealing with print. You know, that anybody would sit and be like, okay, I can digest that. You know what I'm saying? So one of the main things that I've noticed too about the comments that were made were there started to be attacks on the person who made them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he don't be getting those and blah 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 woo. You know what I'm saying? That is what was said. You know what I'm saying? And did you take that some kind of way, or does that in some way dilute the message?
Nah, not at all. There is one person. There's a couple people I'm gonna shoot at because like I'm from Memphis. I'm from Whitehaven. I'm gonna check you back for checking me. Nah. Like I said what I said and I stand on it. 110% because it's the truth, man. It's the fact of the matter. Everybody's fat is subjective. I'm gonna keep saying it, but I know what I think is fat, and I done had some of them women around me. You may do whatever, have a conversation with them on a sad, sorry Sunday. Goddamn, you may bone them, but at the end of the day, you're not trying to take her. You ain't trying to take her to Ruth Chris. You ain't trying to take her to Houston. You're not trying to make her your main. So I don't care how anybody feels about me, because at the end of the day, I'm glad you said what you said about the short dude thing. I don't feel like I'm short, first and foremost. Now somebody else can say different. I think I'm just a regular dude. I don't have any insecurities about my height, looks, anything, man. I'm glad God made me the way I am. And that is the reason why I was able to leave the post up and let it keep growing, because everybody take it down for what? That's how I feel.
What I did, when I first saw the post, it had very little comments on it. I went to the notifications and turned my notifications on. Then I was like, nah, that ain't good enough. So I commented and said, oh, this is gonna be good. Because I already knew.
But hold on, man.
I ain't see you coming.
But what is this sad sorry Sunday?
Right.
I mean, this is like on a sad sorry Sunday you would hit a 60-pound overweight sister. I mean,
Just because he bored. Just because he bored.
I mean,
he more than likely.
If she going.
So what's your definition of fat? Like,
let's get that.
I think he said it.
Man, more good than butt,
okay.
no waistline, obese, of course, bad shape. That's fat.
But what you said does make a whole lot of sense, because nobody who thinks that somebody is fat would be attracted to them. Like, even if somebody is fat, it's different from your fat. You know, like, once they realize, or once they feel like that person is fat, they're no longer attracted to them. True. They don't want them, you know, in their right. So,
and see, I beg to differ. I disagree, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I've known people personally who, now some people give everybody an opportunity, long as you're attractive in the face, you could be a little thicker, blah 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 blah. They give that equal opportunity, and some people literally prefer them bigger. And these aren't men that's scrubs.
right.
Yeah.
So I think when we saying the word fat necessarily, it's like some men know, okay, she fat. They probably wouldn't say that to her because that would be offensive. But now you know the term is BBW.
Right.
Like, yeah, my girl BBW. Well, you know, you see it online in different places with BBWs welcome. Like, I want the BBWs.
Right.
So I think you may, in my opinion, it was a fact-driven statement for you. And I like how you just said that guy's version, whatever that guy thinks. So I think that guy's version of what's not attractive. Right. A guy ain't gonna like whatever he thinks isn't attractive. Cool. It would have been that. But to literally be like, if you fat, you ain't gonna win.
Right.
That 6'4" guy.
That sounded like he was speaking for every guy. Like, nobody wants nobody fat. Like, what if they do?
Let me also ask.
No, wait. What he said was no guy without his salt.
And that's what I'm wondering.
Right.
I want to ask a question, because it was posed to me the question of no man worth his salt. What exactly do you mean when you say no man worth his salt? I started to get like a whole thing of salt and put it right.
No, man, you said something.
Hell, man.
A man of substance, a brother with confidence. And anybody like now, the guy may be fat, heavy, whatever, but if he got confidence, he feel like he is more than I have a fat girl as my man. That's what worth your salt mean. You of substance. You know you can pull whatever you want. If you put in the right amount of effort, you got the right amount of money or whatever it is. That's what's worth your salt mean. Substance.
So having confidence.
Confidence.
If you are a confident man, you do not want a fat woman.
I'll say
No,
Let me say this.
well, yeah.
Let me say this.
Nope.
So, I read the post, and I felt the post.
Okay.
And I don't prefer a big woman. I'm not attracted to heavy women. So I agree with you in that regard. I think for me, where it went left and where I went left from you was you speaking for the majority, right? Mm-hmm. So my father is 5'7", about 65, about 70. If you are under 300 pounds, he's not touching you. Has nothing to do with the seam. He makes 6 figures. He drives a Mercedes. He has a pickup truck. Everything in his apartment is brand new. I went with him to buy it from Driver. My dad's handsome. I mean, he made me handsome and shit. So, and his preference is the bigger woman, right? Statistically, maybe TMI, but statistically, porn, the most viewed, most downloaded pornography is BBW, heavy tone, big women. That's the most watched. So to say that men don't prefer big women, weirdo. No, not really. Sexually, I mean, whatever that fix is, I don't know if it's curiosity, but that's the most watched porn. Is big girls.
I think on that tip, I think on the porn tip is because
I mean, whatever the reason is, but I'm saying, like, that's what motherfuckers is watching, right? And then
there is an attraction.
It's something
of some sort. Sort of arousal is happening.
And then the issue comes. So go get that 6'4" brother you think you deserve. I think that's foul. I think that's where it kind of went foul. It rubbed people wrong. Because who's to say why doesn't, because of her weight solely, why doesn't she deserve what she likes to look at aesthetically? Right. And if that person is 6'4", shredded, and if he feeling her. So I mean, I don't know. I think when we talk about aesthetics and we talk about beauty, you have to know first it's in the eye of the beholder. Right. What your fix is ain't my fix. Everybody don't like bald head bearded dudes. We might be winning quasi, the whole beard game out of shit. But I've talked to people that I don't like that shit. Cut it off. So, the same fix. I've always heralded the dark. I like a Nigerian black. But, at one point so I think so for me, it's like I wasn't offended by I'm a man, but I get where women was like, damn, bruh. So to publicly attack women, you're black, so it's gonna be a public attack against black women, right? Because they're gonna assume that's who you date.